second row, Brenda Rozzi, and I'm
Rich Russell.
I'm the troublemaker.
No.
No, well, I point out the inaccuracies or inadequacies of our city government. Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, it is what it is.
There's a lot of them.
Oh,
But anyway,
definitely.
so we're going to go over the agenda for tomorrow night's meeting.
Weather,
Weather permitting.
weather permitting.
We'll have to just wait and see.
Well, we may be talking about weather after this. We have a few other issues.
Yeah, we have a few others, right. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty, well, except public hearing, so who knows?
Yeah, but again,
yeah.
we do have to throw out the caveat. We don't know when we're going back to the city council chamber for the.
As of last week, I don't know.
I mean, we do have an inauguration / coronation / indoctrination coming up on January 2nd. Did I say that? Yes.
Don't know where.
Huh? Yeah, we don't know where.
We don't know where.
I wonder if they get the throne ordered. I saw some up in the bathroom fixtures of Home Depot. Okay. Now we get into the serious crap.
Get into the agenda. So the typical roll call, moment of silence, pledge of allegiance, approved minutes, public participation. Normally there's only two people with public participation, Mr. Molly and Rich.
But
you never know.
But again, more on that later on.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go into public hearings, and there's a bunch of public hearings.
Yeah. We got a handicap parking, 65 Tewksbury Street, put on by Selena Reyes, Councilor at Large Selena Reyes, and Altagracia Josefina Meja.
Okay, handicap parking, 124 Oxford Street, put on by Fiora Delisa Cruz.
Be still my heart, they want to remove a handicap parking at 71 Elm Street.
Yeah, well. We have childcare parking, 140 Exchange Street.
Okay, this one's interesting.
Yeah,
Longevity pay for certain employees.
Who are the certain employees?
Yeah,
How do you get longevity pay and whatever?
Yeah.
We need to talk to our friend Tim.
Does the longevity count holding signs for?
That probably does.
No.
Handicap parking, 69 Berkeley Street.
Handicap parking, my neck of the woods, 46 Cross
Where's
Street.
that in relation, up the hill?
It's just before the parking lot at the old General Donovan.
Okay.
And directly across the street from one. So no, there's three of them within less than 100 yards.
Why?
But again.
Okay. Handicap parking, 122 Myrtle Street.
Another one, handicap parking at 8 Osgood Street.
Another one at 23 Trinity.
And now we have a Series 3. Remove handicap parking, 170 High Street.
43 Ames.
And 203 West Street.
Okay, still matters pending a public hearing.
Okay, we got, these are 22, 21, 24.
There's only one 25 one.
Bay Street Road is from last year, the very beginning. No, this year.
Yeah.
But again, that's been taken care of.
I know, so I don't know why it's, well.
Communications from the mayor, city officials, and city attorney.
There's two of them.
This one, I thank you, Tom Duggan, for bringing this one forward. Open meeting law complaint, 5-member statement on the FY26 budget. OML 2025-198 by City Attorney Timothy P. Hooton.
And then an open meeting law complaint, school committee interviews, and executive session.
Again.
Also put on by.
Also the city attorney.
Right.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Committee reports.
Appropriation transfer, $537,382.67 from retained earnings to various airport accounts. Francisco Urena, whatever Francisco wants.
Francisco gets, in my estimation.
And he should. Oh yeah, exactly. He has done a great job. He and the airport committee have done a great job at the airport.
Yes, he has. Authority to expend $256,500 mass, all capital letters, MASS, save grant funds, Charlotte Pasquale, acting director.
But she's not, because it's well over the 90 days. So that's, yeah.
Our city at our finest.
Yeah. And authorization to expend $50,000 fiscal year 26 earmark grant handball courts.
Right.
Adderley.
Another hard worker in the city.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He really is. He
Yes.
really is. Yeah.
I guess.
We're lucky to have him, let me tell you. We are lucky to have him.
I guess this is good news. Housing Committee, no report.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, say Ordinance Committee. Okay, so we're gonna install one JO pole and one mid-span pole on Mount Vernon and Crescent Circle.
Okay.
Crescent Circle.
Okay. Install one jointly owned pole, JO pole, and one mid-span pole, Mount Vernon near James Street. James Street.
Yeah.
Again, both of those were put on by Dave Johnson.
Okay.
For
Handy.
Nat Grid.
Handy, and the rest of these are really nothing because you have to order public hearings. So the first one is handicap parking, 288 Lawrence Street,
Next one is 25 Belmont Street,
81 Bunker Hill Street,
94 Drake Street.
and 52 Basswood. Drake Street.
All OPHs, order public hearing.
So which means those won't be on till probably the next one in December.
Possibly.
Yeah.
They could all be thrown on to January 3rd council meeting.
No, no, it won't be January 3rd,
January 2nd is the swearing in.
which is a Friday.
Okay, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, yeah, January 6th.
Yeah, yeah,
My bad.
yeah. And then there's just one thing under old business, remove handicap parking at 18 Fulton Street.
And that was withdrawn.
Right.
Okay, we got a whole bunch of tabled matters that were updated as of 11/18/25.
Okay.
God, my favorite. 554/24, four-way stop sign at Genesee and Madison.
Get rid of it. Yeah, okay.
Let's see, what else have we got here? Now we got surplus property on 113 Exchange Street,
Yeah.
the firm floodplain map.
Yeah, I think, yeah,
Uh,
I think Dan McCarthy.
And we got the two for Hillside and Ames Street.
Yeah.
Report of the fire at Winfield Junkyard.
Yeah, they're back in operation, so I don't know what the, yeah, whatever. I still say that was fishy.
okay,
That was real fishy, I'm
No
sorry.
parking, that was basically to let Rocky and his crew clean up Spigot River.
And then we have the appointees for school committee, the education, the finance, and the legal.
Can we get away with mentioning their names?
No. No.
Why would we're not members of any
I know, we still
elected
can't.
body, we
We still
wouldn't.
can't, because we don't know what's going on, and they're all.
They don't know what's going on either.
That's true, so that's.
No,
yeah,
not the individuals.
But, I know.
We know
but-
two of the individuals, and the third one, in his position, he's got to be doing something right.
Yeah, but, yeah, no.
Okay.
Now, new business.
Okay, transfer. Now, this is something that deserves something to be passed to explain. Okay, this is coming from free cash. I didn't think that they could do that anymore. I thought the free cash was shut until the state certified it.
I don't know.
Okay, $124,253 from free cash to uniform replacement for the fire department.
Right. And then $72,818.90 from free cash to motor vehicles for the fire department.
Motor vehicles, $72,000 is only going to get you one motor vehicle, because what are they buy after they fix it up and everything. Even a cheap SUV is going to be in the $70,000 range. Okay, authority to expend $144,000. Asset management planning, AMP capitals, grant, CWSFR number 18979 with $66,000 cash match and $30,000 in-kind service match / city staff by Billy Hale, the Water and Sewer Commissioner. Yeah, I got no issue with that. He runs a tight ship.
Yep. Okay, program proposal for AI-enabled drone and gunshot detection technology for public safety.
That thing will go off its rocker 4th of July.
You think? But it's for the police, so not a problem.
Now, you've known me quite a while. Haven't I mentioned this before the council, that using Lawrence as a test ground for gunshot detection?
Yep.
Duh.
Well, takes a while.
Now, and they finally get around to a proposal.
Yeah, well.
Okay, authority to expend $268,180 grant from the Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities to secure 204 beds for winter overnight shelter and warming centers. Milagro Brilliant Homeless Initiatives Coordinator. Duh.
Where are we going to put 204 beds?
Yeah, good question.
Okay.
Okay.
SEI.
Oh, my favorite union.
Yeah. Some people should recuse themselves. SEIU Local 8AA Carpenters and Trades Union Collective Bargaining Agreement. Transfer $19,000 from General Fund 019900-5966 to DPW Building Facility Maintenance. Salaries and wages. 014080-5110.
I wonder how much of that money is going to pay the carpenters that are working on the new throne room in City Hall. Okay, SEIU Local 888, Parking Attendants Union Collective Bargaining Agreement, transfer $16,000 from retained earnings to salary and wages. And that's, again, Ramona Sabalos.
Yeah.
CAFO.
Yeah.
Is she CAFO or acting CAFO?
I think she's acting.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Resident parking, Lansdowne Court.
Yeah.
That's as well, have you been down Lansdowne Court? I mean, there's always problems there. It's probably a good thing, because it's not a big street.
Okay. Child care parking, 556 Howard Street. Prince and Princess Daycare. Oh, isn't that cute? Again, that was put on. Oh, he's getting his name out there early.
Yeah.
It was put on there by council, newly elected District A Councilor Franklin McGill.
Yeah. Okay. Remove handicap parking, 76 Emmons Street.
And remove handicap parking at 25 Durham Street. And that's the.
That's the agenda.
That's the. I will be nice. I won't call it the crap show that it is, but it is. Okay.
All right. So a couple things.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to start off with our new segment first, or do you want to save that for last?
Start off with what?
The new segment about the ordinances, taking an ordinance and explaining it?
Well, okay, yeah, I'm going to go and Brenda's going to go through, we'll go through the ordinance book and we're going to pull out different issues, different ordinances I was looking at one and I couldn't get the thing to print out properly. You would not believe the bunch of restrictions that they have on overhead signs hanging off of buildings. Okay? A sign hanging from a building over a sidewalk cannot extend more than 6 feet into the sidewalk.
Okay.
Okay?
Are we talking signs or awnings?
No, we're talking awnings. Awnings are a different story.
Okay, I didn't realize there were signs hanging out. Okay.
Did you know that you need a license to be an awning repairman in Lawrence?
No.
Yes, you do.
Interesting.
These signs, overhead, whatever you want to call them, have to be 12 feet above the grade of the sidewalk. 12 feet up.
Okay.
12-foot clearance.
Okay.
Unless, of course, it's a city building, and then they get the exemption down to 9.5 feet. Awnings, now I don't know how this affects, if we were to bring a pro basketball team to walk the streets of Lawrence, how this would affect them, because awnings only have to be 7 feet above the ground. Oh, the license, the permit fee for a sign. Now, this ordinance was written in 1999, so it's 26 years old.
Wow.
The permit fee for a sign on a building is $1. $1.
What?
Yeah. Oh, they do have to provide a surety bond or stuff like that, and they have to sign off that the city is not responsible, any way, shape, or form. But again, this is what we're going to go.
Yeah. How do we get a list of? Is there a printed list that we can get? Like, go to city clerk and ask for a printed list of ordinances?
I just go to Municode.
Okay.
Municode.com, and then I get a map. It clicks up. I click on Massachusetts, and then it gives me a list of cities alphabetically. I click on Lawrence, and then it gives me all of the city ordinances.
We should start from like day one, like the first ordinance that was ever done in the city. Because I bet you how obsolete could this ordinance possibly be?
Okay, and then you get all the way down to the end, and then you get the building codes.
Oh, God.
From there, you have to go click on something else, and then you get the building codes that has everything about anything. Sizes of parking lots. Parking spaces are 8 by 20, and they're supposed to be, I don't know what the difference between, in a strip mall, what the distance between parking spaces that are on one side and the other side, but we all know that there's a few that don't even come close.
Yeah, well, yeah.
There's all kinds of good stuff in there. Let's see, today is December the 1st. Let's see, the election was November 4th.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting at November 5th, so we go 30 days forward, that would be midnight December 4th. Mm-hmm. That is when all campaign signs are supposed to be removed, 30 days after the election.
Okay.
Okay. And just as a quick aside, if anybody sees any Manny or John Regal or
Quinn
Gonnell, please let me know. I will take them down. They all know about I'm taking them down.
Right.
Manny's, I do have permission from all of them.
Right.
But there are some signs. December 5th, going to start turning them in.
Yep. You need to talk to your friend Molly. You need to talk to your friend Molly. I'm just saying.
I know. Again, I gave him the sign. It's on private property.
I don't care.
And I know. But the thing is, I inquired about campaign signs now down at the charter school on the corner of West and Havel Street. You have diagonally across, you have Santo Domingo Motors.
Yep.
And across West Street, on the same side of Havel Street, you had what was the old auto
It was
parts.
General Auto Parts. Was it General Auto Parts, I believe?
No, it wasn't General. It was.
I thought it was.
No, it wasn't. Now it's.
I know who the owners used to be, but
Yeah.
100 years ago.
But not this election. Well, this election, the signs were up. I asked the last election, and they said, we can't do anything because it's on private property.
Okay.
What happened to your thingy?
I don't know.
I just noticed that it's dark.
Huh. I don't know.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So, as for the sign that we're talking about.
Should I go check it while
it's
you're
on-
talking?
It's on private property, and as far as I'm concerned, I gave him the sign. Don't tell me we're gonna have to redo this whole thing.
No, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Broadcast field.
Okay, so, quite frankly, what he does with the sign, well, you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to say I've washed my hands of it, but it's his sign. I gave it to him. They don't like it, fine.
Okay.
But again, it is what it is. But again, I mean, I, for a variety of reasons, boredom,
Yeah.
nosiness, whatever, I cruise the city. I
Well,
go.
just to see. I mean,
Yeah.
how many signs? Wait a minute. How many signs are from 2 years ago that never got taken down?
Oh, yeah. You know,
So,
and how about the mayor's sign up there at the laundromat next to his old tire store? That one he saved
Yeah.
because he slapped a new sticker on it.
Yeah. Well, that can come down.
Change it from 21
That can come
to.
down because he can't run again, and unless he does a home rule petition. And if
They can't do it. Somebody told me you can't do it in the same, for the same term.
but no, he can do it. What do you mean he can't?
I was told that he cannot create a home rule petition. In order for him to run for a third term, he would have had to have done it. There would have had to have been a one-term intermission.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now whether that's correct or not, I don't know. People will probably crucify me anyways. You know, just use, if you're gonna do it, just use sharp nails.
Well,
But again, the signs, they, you know, there's all kinds of good stuff. Oh, another one, the city has its share, they don't want to talk about it, but they have their share of drones. I went looking to try to find it, and I couldn't find it, but when I get the time, I will, now that I'm not involved in Veterans Food Pantry anymore, for a variety of reasons. I will be going through the ordinances, and there's one ordinance, swimming pools are supposed to be inspected.
yep.
And- Okay? A drone. I mean, I go on Google, and I can pull, you know, I'm pretty skilled with Google, and just look at it, and, you know, I can come down with an address for these swimming pools,
Yep.
but Google isn't up to date as a drone is.
Well, yeah.
Okay?
Exactly, yeah.
How much money are we missing by not getting?
Quite a bit.
Do I want to rip people off for inspection fees? Yes and no.
Well, not for anything, but I mean, the house next door, you put in a pool. It's humongous. I mean, I don't think it should have. I don't think that it ever got approved.
Well, again, there are sideline restrictions. Somebody throws it into their backyard. It's supposed to be at least 5 feet from the side and the back property line. If you got an above ground pool, well, any type of pool is supposed to be a kind of fenced off. protecting trespassers.
Yeah.
You know, my own thought is if they drown, that's their problem. But again, I'm cynical.
But I mean, you see it, it's huge, humongous.
My major concern is safety.
Yeah.
Not people in the water, but people in the water, because you've got electricity involved and this pump circulating.
Yep.
Okay? You know, a lot of people may say $25 it's a waste of money. Yeah. Would you be willing to pay the $25 to find out that you've got some kind of a ground fault?
Yeah, I know. I know.
As opposed to spending $10,000 or $12,000 for a funeral?
People just don't get it.
Yeah, I know it. They don't.
Get
so,
it.
but that's what we have. That's one of the things we got
lined up.
lined up.
Doing, when is this? Okay, what's your next thing?
Okay, now next thing. I know it's not the up to date. This is the 25.
They're going to stop making those.
OFA, huh?
They're going to stop making those. They're not making the Parmesan Mac anymore.
No, that's a different one. This one, I do have the 26 one. I found them at Market Basket.
Okay.
Instead of having some twit that doesn't know a damn thing about New England snow in the wintertime, sitting there pushing the blue light turn on switch. Hey, right here, OFA, Old Farmer's Almanac, swear by it.
But that's 2025. So what does it say about?
Okay. This is the monthly prediction where they have the little ditty on the side.
Okay.
And this is for the first part of December.
Okay.
All the cars are going slow, but can't get far in the blowing snow. So does that tell you something? We're supposed to get snow tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's wait and see what happens, because we don't know.
They're quick to push the button, but Jesus, they're quick. They're very slow to unpush it.
The button,
Yeah.
right.
But again, like I said, the people in charge of making these decisions, they never grew up in New England. They don't know what New England weather is.
They don't know what snow is.
I spent 10 years in Delaware. And I came out with the statement, and people in Delaware looked at me, and I said, "It tastes like snow." Huh? Old-time New Englanders can literally taste snow.
Yep.
It's coming.
Yep.
It is what it is. But again, what can I say? That may be a reason I may not go to the council meeting tomorrow night because of the damn even-odd
stupid parking. Yeah.
I don't have a driveway. I'm stuck at the mercy of the street. So it is what it is. Okay, next thing on the agenda. I've mentioned this in passing before. As a side bit of information, Massachusetts is celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Commonwealth versus Olivio legal decision, that being Massachusetts does not have a statute. If it had a statute, it'd probably have Brian's name on it. Does not have a statute declaring English to be the Commonwealth's official language, but it does have a 1975 court case stating as much. In Commonwealth versus Olivio, the Supreme Judicial Court held that notification to vacate a condemned apartment that was printed only in English was sufficient notice to non-English speaking tenants that such that their failure to vacate could warrant criminal charges. In so finding, the court held this is not officially multilingual country, and notification of official matters in the sole official language of both this nation and the Commonwealth is patently reasonable. And parentheses, 369 Mass 62, 73, parentheses, 1975, parentheses. This ruling has been interpreted as declaring English the Commonwealth's official language.
Yep.
Okay.
We-
Now, shortly after the election, I'm one of the top 3 people, I think, in the city for filing public record requests,
Yes.
off FOIAs.
Yep.
Okay, there is no such animal as a FOIA in Massachusetts. That
Right.
is a federal
Right.
official information act. Massachusetts, it is legally known as a public record request.
Right.
So I do it periodically. I mean, there's several other people that probably have done it more often than I, and I won't go in and name them, but they are who they are. So shortly after the election, I filed a public record request requesting the names of all non-union city employees as defined, non-union as defined by the Collins Commission report, which was a bag job. I asked that their position, the department they worked in, their date of hire, and their last paycheck from the last pay period prior to the city election. I got a list of, well, I'm trying to balance this on a camera. I'm looking at the video screen in front of me. Okay, there was a total of 94
Wow.
non-union employees making a total of $333,443.01 every 2-week pay period. Their checks are bi-weekly.
Right.
Okay.
Do you know how many from the mayor's office?
Huh?
Do you know how many of the mayor's office?
I did not.
Okay, I was just curious.
Okay, but I will go through the top 2. I have no issue with it all. They have the experience, they have the knowledge, they have the training. Police Chief Maurice Aguilar, every pay period, he gets $9,807.70. Okay. The second highest is Fire Chief Patrick Delaney. He gets $9,033.71. Again, do I find these unreasonable? No. They have specific skill sets.
Yep.
That you or I could not do.
Right.
Let's see. The Chief Administrative Financial Officer, Ramona Sabalos, Office of Budget and Finance, she makes $8,653.85. Jorge Jaime, DPW Director, he gets $8,000 every 2 weeks. And directly behind Jorge Jaime is Octavian Spanner, the Senior Advisor of Political and External Affairs. What are we running, a third world country? But again, external affairs.
Has any of the mayor ever had
Yeah, he makes $8,000.
Has any of the mayor ever had an advisor, senior advisor? I can't remember anyone. Okay, just checking.
Okay, let's see. Martha Velez, Director of Health and Human Services, Council
Council on Aging?
Council on Aging. She makes $59,42.31, as does Tim Hooton, the city attorney. He makes the same amount.
Okay.
I think all of those, okay. William Hale, Water Commissioner, $5,600. Again, he's got a skill set that not too many people. And he's an individual that has started at the bottom and worked his way up.
Exactly.
As have Aguilar, and Delaney.
Right.
They started at the bottom as
Right.
patrolmen and
Right.
firefighters.
Right.
Directly beneath William Hale is a Wilder Pimentel.
Oh, please.
OP, Officer OP and D, what the hell does that stand for? Planning and
Planning
Development.
Development.
Okay. Department of Planning. She makes $5,600. Duh. Is this the one that screamed about the glass ceiling that the women couldn't make because of the salaries? Yeah. Personnel Director, Carol Garcia, she makes $5,600. Again, I got no major.
But she was hired as what, a third assistant attorney?
Huh?
Wasn't she hired as a third assistant attorney?
Yep. Okay. Directly beneath the Personnel Director, Chief of Staff.
around?
$5,576 and.
Has anyone heard what's going on with him?
I checked the Post website and nothing. Okay. Still suspended.
Okay.
Is okay. Let's see. Perla Ortiz, treasurer. Treasurer. She makes $53.84. Directly below her is Alexi Vega. He makes $53.23. And Carlos Castillo, information and technology. He's making $53.07. And Lynn Tran, the comptroller, $5,300.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I won't continue on. I mean, there's a lot of people in here.
Yeah.
We can't say too much good about.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Like I said, I went through my computer files looking for other stuff, and I stumbled on. I requested a list from 2023. Yeah. I think shortly after the Collins Commission report came into existence, there were 79 employees that were listed as non-union. But okay, now you did ask a question, and I will. Okay, there's one person that is not on this list. Is the mayor considered a non-union employee? He's not on the list.
I don't know.
Now let's see. How many people from the mayor's office? I got one. No, it's too small to even try to figure out.
You talk, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, so, it is what it is. Now, the whole problem with I've done a little bit of research on the Collins Commission report. It was requested and requested by former Mayor Dan Rivera back, I think, 7 or 8 years ago. And it was the Collins Commission report was something from UMass Boston. We know that's a hotbed of Democratic politics. And what they did, they went and got salaries from 13 surrounding communities of comparable positions.
There's 8 from the mayor's office.
8 from the mayor's office.
So there's 2 that aren't on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got these salaries from like 13 surrounding communities. The Lawrence being one of the 13. Okay. Lawrence was not factored into the salaries. They took those 13 communities, they averaged out what the salaries were, and they said, this is what you should be paying Lawrence, these employees in Lawrence in those positions. Now, the whole problem is the cost of the average home income in those 13 communities was well above $100,000, $110,000.
Yep.
Lawrence's was somewhere around $60,000. Why should we, the taxpayers, be paying salaries for people that if they want that money, let them go to work, let them go to Boxford, let them go to Draycott, let them go to these communities that have got these salaries. Why should we be forced? Well, we need skilled help. How many did you say you found in the mayor's office?
8.
Eight employees that are definitely on the friends and neighbors employment list.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll say it. I've said it. I've said it in the council.
Definitely.
It is what it is, and I look at it, and people wonder. And there has been. Let's put it this way: the crap hasn't hit the fan because the tax bills haven't come out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brenda's doing the same thing I'm doing. We're volunteering time to we can knock $1,000 off of our taxes.
Right. But people don't take advantage of it.
Yeah, I know it.
I mean, it's 67 hours. You know, if you work a regular job that's 2 weeks of employment if you work 40 hours a week for not even.
I mean,
But $1,000 off your taxes?
Yeah.
So much better than not having $1,000 off your taxes.
Yeah, I know it. That's a $20 bill. That might be a Happy Meal at McDonald's.
Yep. Yeah.
Again, I'm not sure exactly where Brenda did her time.
Well, started off with planning and development. I was helping Jeannie. And then Awilda called over to Laura or Martha and said, we're going to be moving, so she can't come here anymore. Okay. They still haven't moved. Whatever. They did move Jeannie out of her office, which I think is so stupid because she has all the files for, planning and zoning, and it was just stupid.
Yeah.
But then again, so then that was the end of July, and then I didn't get something until September, and then I went away in October, so I just last couple weeks I finally finished. But
I mean, I have pretty much worked I pretty much worked out of the Veterans Service Office. I mean, I've gone through the city on 3 different occasions taking pictures of monuments, the conditions of them.
Yeah.
And they asked me if I wanted to do it again. I work for the Veterans Service. I said, yeah. I says, I just took the pictures of the monuments last year.
Right.
I says, I don't need people saying you're playing favorites.
right.
I said, so they said, well, we'll find something for you. So what I was doing is when Victor Ortega has his coffee socials, I go, I get an hour and a half going to them, taking pictures, giving him the pictures for him to use what he wants.
Right.
That's part of the deal. Now I was also taking pictures of Mark LaPlante as he's dedicating the new veteran signs.
Right.
So I get, and then Nilsa, the secretary in Victor's office, is out. She had an operation or something, and I'm filling in the afternoons.
Yeah, so right.
I get 3 hours in an afternoon, so I'm filled up through the end of the year doing that. Okay, so I get my the $1,000. I mean.
Right, exactly. With, like I said, $1,000 in my pocket
Yeah.
is going, God knows where it's going in the city because who knows?
Money not spent is money misspent. Okay, speaking of misspent or unspent money, our ice cream truck driving senator, Ed Markey, he complained about we're not getting money for, what was it, lead pipes,
Oh,
okay?
whatever.
President Trump's the individual in charge of dispersing these funds says, when are you going to spend the $155 million we've given you since 2023? You haven't touched it. And you still want more money? Misspent, unspent. Oh, geez, I can't make this up. I can't. I would get drummed out of the comedy writers
Well, yeah.
union for coming up with some of these preposterous
We
things.
should also let the people know that contrary to what the mayor said, City of Lawrence public schools are not coming out of receivership.
Yep.
Another 3 years.
Nope.
And wasn't that one of his campaign promises? Everything's fine, not a problem.
The Commissioner of Education is not comfortable with the present setup of individuals.
I can't imagine why. I can't
He's not comfortable. Hell, I live here.
Not for anything, but you would think, wouldn't you listen to people, educators who know, as opposed to listening to someone who is like, oh, friend of family, oh, yeah, whatever.
You know,
Yeah,
I mean, again, we quite possibly would have come out of
We would have.
receivership if the mayor hadn't pulled his hissy fit to get Carrero in there.
That's right.
You know,
Yep.
It is what it is.
Or if someone else had been elected mayor. I think that might have. Although, yeah.
It still would have cost money to get rid of Carrero
Yeah.
if
Because he's what, a 3-year contract?
yeah. Yeah, you'd be stuck with him through the contract. And then he would probably take you to court and sue you for discrimination because you didn't like me. You know, no. It is what it is.
We just keep hiring people.
You know, I mean-
hiring people, and then they come, and then how do you how do you justify putting someone on paid administrative leave for doing their job?
Yeah.
How do you justify it? I don't understand.
Yep. And everybody pulls the Sergeant Schultz.
I know nothing. I see nothing.
Yet
Yeah.
somebody. Okay, the scales of justice in Russell's hands. Somebody allegedly verbally mistreating somebody in the performance of their duty, or somebody sexually harassing somebody. Who's the guilty one? You're suspended with pay. We're going to move your office.
Yep.
Okay?
And where does it end? It doesn't.
Yep. I'm just waiting for them to build a bridge between City Hall and the City Hall Annex on Essex Street so they don't have to walk around in the cold weather.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sit there, you just shake your head. You can't, like you said, you can't make this stuff up.
I can't.
Even if you wanted to, you couldn't because, and then you just, like you shake your head. What else is there to do? What else can we do?
You know, I mean,
How do you justify paying someone? Is this person on here?
Oh, there's got to be somebody there that's well overpaid.
Oh no, because I don't see that particular person. Oh yes I do. How do you justify paying someone $4,000 to be a chauffeur?
To be a what?
A chauffeur, to take someone around.
Yes.
Get an Uber driver cheaper.
I know it. I know. And
How do you justify it? How do you justify some of these salaries?
you know, I've said it before the council.
How do you justify putting someone on paid administrative leave for yelling at one of their employees for not doing their work?
And then fire him.
And then you fire him.
Yeah. He was one of the harder working individuals in the city.
Exactly. But he yelled at a friend
of the mayor.
Because he wasn't doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't understand. We have never, ever, ever had this problem. And it just keeps running rampant. And when and how is it ever going to stop? It's going to stop. It has to stop somehow. Because if not...
The only thing that's going to stop it is the fact that I don't think that they can in any way, shape, or form get a home rule petition through to extend, to remove the term limitations.
No.
I don't think they can do it. I mean, there's nothing that says that Brian can take that he can't take, he gets unsworn in on January whatever in 2030.
Yeah.
Okay? We get a new mayor then. Mm-hmm. Whether we like it or not, we get a new mayor. But who's to say that in 2033, Brian doesn't run again? There's nothing in the city charter that says, it says you cannot run 2 consecutive terms.
Right.
It doesn't say you can only be mayor for 2 consecutive terms, or for 2 terms.
Look at Buckley. I mean, let's face it, Buckley was there forever.
Yeah.
He was there forever. But, like you said, you shake your head going, how much more can we, how much more can you abuse the system? And then they come up with something new. It's like, holy crap.
I still have 2 words that keep bouncing around the inside of my brain. City manager.
Yeah. I know Lowell does it. Lowell's had one for how long?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then Lowell elects a ceremonial mayor from their city council.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
I got to meet the ceremonial mayor way back when Lowell built a wiffle ball baseball field that was a scale model of Fenway Park.
Oh, wow.
And Lee went up there because it was being named for somebody that had been murdered up in Lowell, and she was involved with that group up in Lowell. So I went up there, and here's the guy. He says, "Oh yeah," he says, "I'm whatchamacallit with the DPW." He says, "But I'm also the mayor." I says, "How do you do that?" He says, "Oh, I'm on the city council, and they elect." But Lowell has a city manager. The city manager, you have a contract. You've got,
and the person has to be living in Lawrence, right?
City manager. I wouldn't really care where they lived, as it would be nice. But as long as they had the knowledge, they had the educational background, they had a master's degree minimum.
Yeah.
You'd be paying them you'd be paying them like $250,000 a year, to manage the city.
Yeah. All I know is that I keep saying, the fat lady hasn't sung yet. I wish the fat lady would hurry up and sing. That's all I care about.
We need, in the city of Lawrence, we need a chorus of fat ladies singing. That's how bad Lawrence is.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Whatever.
Brenda and I use the phrase, we can't make this up. And it's the God's honest truth.
Yeah.
We can't. It is what it is. And it's...
like you said, you just shake your head, and it's like
I don't see it getting any better. I really don't.
Yeah. Can you have you heard anything? What's going on? And then it's like you're not going to believe this one, and then it's like no.
Well, again, shortly, just prior to the election, the mayor's attorney sent out cease and desist letters to, sent out cease and desist letters to 3 people, Jalissa, Sarah Perez, and Guzman Dan.
Yeah.
I felt offended I didn't get one, but then it dawned on me. They know where I get my information. If they told me to cease and desist because I was disseminating false information, they only know that I post stuff on Facebook that I get from public record requests. So how can you say I'm posting false information? If I am, then you're giving me false information.
If you're a public figure, it doesn't matter.
It is. Your expectations of privacy are less than the private citizen.
Right.
That people don't realize that.
But anyway, so tomorrow night, hopefully it won't snow. We'll have, be able to go to the city council meeting.
Yeah.
See what's going on, see what's happening. It'll be interesting how everything plays out. And we'll just have to wait and see.
And again, I was, the last council meeting, Franklin McGill got sworn in.
Yep.
Okay. And right off the bat, they got into some discussion partway through the council meeting about finances, and he jumped right in and he was asking appropriate questions.
Right.
I mean, I know what he did in the past. I know why I know what he did prior to becoming a city employee. He worked for the MassDOT.
Right.
He was working for the city in the DPW, supervising construction projects, and then God knows. Well, again, there was political reason he was let go.
Right, but then again,
it is what it is. But right off the bat,
it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
It's like I said, to see how come the inauguration, see who becomes what and does what.
The inauguration, coronation, indoctrination.
Headache. I wasn't going to attend, but I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, I'll be there. I see an interesting agenda item, 1-26 and 2-26. 1-26 is election of the council president. 2-26 is election of the council vice president.
Yep, that's going to be.
And then that's when the show starts.
Yep. Oh yeah. Anyway.
Oh, well.
All right. So tomorrow night, South Lawrence East School, because City Council chambers still isn't done.
Weather permitting.
Weather permitting.
Blue lights, whatever.
We'll be interested if the blue lights go on tonight. I don't know. Oh, they'll go on tomorrow.
No, it isn't supposed to start until tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, so then, well.
Well, again, it's a crap
Well,
show.
I looked at my phone. It didn't look like it was going to. I don't know.
I know,
check
it doesn't look big time
All right,
anyway,
so
but-
hopefully we'll see you.
Yep.
And we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Then I'll have to do some research, start digging out ordinances.
Obscure ordinances.
Money making.
Yeah.
Yes, money making.
Yeah.
All
All right. See you.
We'll see you later.
Bye.